About this year, my car baby, my brother say a deal, my mum come to Brem. Once again, you come, so number do I drink a costono A1441. Every boss so at the Achemokasa will share UTV at the Nsroma made UTV. It's all about you. About the Admi and your sign about a fit 2015 months or so. And I no pay Honorable Emmanuel Chemate Jako MP, I also West Wogon. Honorable Ni Dijuma Ojmedi so and Amy Horace Ankra, former UK Ireland chairman, NDC. Amy and me and Beka and Wedding Project, but inform Mama Kwabo. Mofisha Pastor so.
I think come back to your home.
I call me, maybe say Metri, maybe say Messiah, whichever way be no. Here we are for the moon. My first opportunity to match Honorable Felix Usu at Japan. Former minister, because I'm ministers in the dorsal, mention na menana sense so honorable and Mamuna Finchapa. Me as a million Sikani Mensabos of Hippo Limited, and they Usikani birthday, because when you scassa 1441, ubet me Edward Venture about Medieso. Now, Horace Pamisha 2014, Abba Bitcham, yes, see a few from your issues, but quickly, yeah, quiet. How did it go? 2014, ebi ni say emu ye den pa. Ebi ni musu say aban amon na homo den, ebi musu say Ghana isika sma nkoye. Of course, a little bit of ECG doom so na there.
A little bit. Na can hear.
Menka okay.
Oh, I feel for Horace. That's a memo
Okay. ECG doom so ni na ya dey be a kokko so ho say quickly let's look at that. But when Kasa we say ECG for resume doing so after the Xmas break. Now Emrana ye lovely say time no so happen no mudum no. Then in course of time time also almost saw it. Na drum fifi we want say dum no bi and the ho no mo say so na bisa mo say I say then as into the way say na now no young see me a funny face better so you see this year we are proud of him for more year adwuma pa mo adwuma no so ho te ye ni je ho nti mo abo adwuma. But Horace in some year 2014, how did you see the year?
Oh, certainly a year me feel say yenya ni agitum say there were challenges o mampeni agitum say challenges wo Niti true any your mention ye doom so ya chese na ema obia etete any corruption binuma e course so ni ade all in all no so no enye se bibia na chese etosi ye hu se ndiom bi so wo ha chese aban di si neni so a eno so ekoyie in so many sectors infrastructure fan say your roads be no udum so yeah crap you mentioning crap the efforts put in there especially for generation distribution na sepe to think with ECG no ne keka schools are na one person o musi a chese wo mo asha se wo mu AC ino me pi enso course but na challenges if you say na dum so no na the discomfort kese na e ba me gidi say or maybe also a bekunima the energy sector and also a factor say sure say all in all no me say it was a challenging year yinina no yesua bibi efim na the teacher and say me no make say ade yesua efim no so e kire say 2015 year ya be mu no me say yinina you put your efforts together as a nation right, sabi yaya election say we after crap in the next 2 years and say another election no na ya can boom na bibi near even if we have any criticisms so crap na constructive ones the alternatives ebeba in opinion for ebefa adwen ho no me gidi say ebeboa and in going forward no me gidi say let's learn from the challenges that we had. Let's also note the successes chalky and see where we can improve. But to me, you know, it was a challenging year. I would say, on penny any administration, I idea pass it to me as steer the country through those challenges. Just say, no, yeah, 2015 will be a better year.
2015 be a reflection of the year in 2014. Bibi o hwa ye betimi akio niema na esi na NCC for example na wo ka dum so asami ya ye bibi o hwa e ma ye experience dum so na na.
Well, to me who said dum so is starting, you know. There has been an improvement and the crap on say say ECG crap no.
Improvement say your timetable.
Yes.
But
what I say?
Do no there. Yes.
On say, I mean, a year a debia aba say see and I say she say in ya beto every year. It's not going to be a one day kind of thing. What I say? It will travel over a certain length of time, and then we will see the improvement. I just say in Nema Ubun say abaya a was departments are more concerned. In them more to 2 years, no, in Yano will come together, Ubun say the problem, no, na resolve. Now, in that particular sector, no, Oshe in Yama there to 2 years. But if generation is not the only factor resolve that matter. Yes, but in that sector now, let's appreciate the number of megawatts the national grid home. The number of communities, I think it's about 136 communities now are buying Sukrapo to me anyone more at national grid. So all in all, no, Ubun say efforts no over the Christmas period, no, you say you can say doom so eba form because the person will be a energy. Asan a reason. But you would also appreciate the fact that say one more in a very, very structured manner. So you say at least no, you have the information. Say, oh, in no mechanic no emba, echinano ebeba. And you know, I think say.
But sometimes, yes, sir.
Oh, obviously.
For example, let me say, let me name time. Resume. It just happened to me.
Doomsaw is so uncomfortable, but it would be so wicked to even think say government hasn't done anything about it. ECG hasn't done anything about it. Oh, certainly. I mean, even the creation of this new ministry tells you, say, there is this effort to make sure, say, Doomsono is switcher. What you say? Changes in ECG. Even tells you, say, efforts were hard. Just say, you've been making sure, say, you can say, Doomsono is switcher. And you know, although it was a challenge, it is still a challenge, you know. Let's appreciate government's efforts.
Okay. 1441. Well, over the weekend, someone ya Mampeni said, or banish doom such as we're trying to sue and say, or Buffy be minim say be to or banishing the say, meaning from time banner, doom so that's what baby. But honorable, as honorable 2014 year in review, retrospect, you wear nature, you try and equate a chair, and you may see, when you actually be or I accept to say that a very, very challenging, but to just have man's why you may be a total why. Bema relief about 2015. Let me tell you one massive.
Yo, TK, me das say offer me an pay. I'm say enani afia yefsimu first time more year. And you know, me first akwanya so achia ahwefu nyina mema nyina ye ho afishapa. Yensu nyame say afida to say 2016 na ya san betena say ya Edwin o my Ghana nkoso ho ye be stress afi ade bi ebeye san ebeye musuo ebeye amanehunu ama Ghana fo nyina onyame mfa empire na de eye na omoka amanfo bo free ye ni age so ye mra de ebeye musuo na sign de onyame mfa nkyeye na yinya somdwe ade no emu adene dada na ma bibia meka ho ema broni beka say aggravate an already bad situation titu no mechia mempeso asofo mechia ayawa so weso ogona de hye nyina mechia amanfo mo ho nyinara mesre onyame se onhwe nyina so na emrepa ema ye nyina afia itwa mu eyemi se sabi enyemi na meka se afi no na emu yedene sabi konto yewura omampani John Dramani Mahama ono aka se afi no na emu yedene na se ono aka me kwaba de be pa na metimi aka ho
tuni na ya adwensa
oh na de se ono a Ghana for sa line Emma you refer Jan ka say Ghana for to Abama no nti no odi mampene no ono agye atum se edene ono agye atum se edene hwe say for nothing no hwe budget a omo year 2014 omo de bre parliament 2014 budget ene aban adititiri pa o se ebeye se enye oman Ghana mu ejina budget bibi wo budget mu an ye bibi ni budget mu ayenye oman akohuma sika nyina no budget mu ena ehye TK budget execution apart from in very many ministries I'm from MMDAs ministries departments and agencies MDAs apart from sika ye de twa omuka sika de koma omu se market ye ni no aban kwa homa no eye aketua the etasu mienu ye friend service and administration the etasu miensa ye friend capital investment capex capital expenditure me high many nka apart from compensation aketua in some of the ministries no capex capital expenditure there ye di share aban kwa homa kratabo no kaprai abomutoko anko
chese niema ye de ye ejapade
ama oman no ebi anko afia ekomu there ye de be ye dwuma se utu obi ka na se o office enye se nya no anso watu de ka se on office e wo se oye aban adwuma ye enti wo se eye som service sika ye de be som sika ye de be top paper sika ye de be top chalk sika ye de be top petrol abuka mu ama fa obi akọ inspection no sika no means strong can it average up between 15 to 25%.
Kakra bi na koye
o ana mi se uchemu oha emu edunum kosi adonunum ene koye enti sika ye de ma se mo fa nya dwuma de ebi anko hwe baby me at least committee ba ko am wo so wo parliament environment science and technology ye ne hwe ministry of environment science and technology omo niema so council for scientific and industrial research apart from the friend of IGF sika omo ye adwuma bi gigi ye no senka sika no ankwa enka council for scientific and industrial research omo ye 13 institutions obi ye PhD o Dr. Wayne Professor Wayne way kapreba ankwa for service sika ayem say 7 million omo generate for IGF no eno na omo chiche mu kakra amasa obi anim science and technology research ukoto chemical kwa keka anan campus wakoto machine ya de ya research no na what you doctor PhD no ka se o ma adwuma no na petrol kwa ya de beko or ye building and road research petrol kwa o de beko building site bi akoye soil test no ebi ni wa na ye koi anase ye buy
na no dey na this situation no e buy because ye revenue na enoso ye ntimi nya to ahia se ye de beye sa ye de se
no say your budget your projection the edikai revenue tag that was the next thing I was coming to revenue tag anase nya revenue target be a ban set you know there is not a single one and obi ni mo from in kajere me akwa humasika na odwise obegigi free taxes any deviation anye inflation anye the free BB GDP growth and only the major index atiafa ho your friend say kika there is not a single economics ni nyina a measurements so bibia wo ha as is susudua bi ni ede to ho there is not a single susudua aban fi ase inflation anyeye and American GDP ratio GDP anyeye even budget deficit anye revenue projections in anye to the extent where I said the expenditures kura no eso tie bibi to say sika ye import volumes reduced by almost 20%. I just say oma ye timwe ati bia anye in 2008 now we are seeing in a financial meltdown economy it grew by 8.4%. Now oil nim and now oil boom a beer by January February and you be real no actual no onyame na be ya dom I am a fly almost the projection should be about 4.4%. I might say about 6%. But a beba yeti. What I say? Na me dear a china be ya e jina neso. A china e be ya e jina neso. Now going forward. So which projections are about ye nyina. Masa, me dear me no.
How many minutes do you have to even just size up last year? Please. No, I think this is unfair because you see you are it was okay say on share last year. I think it's anyway you carry on because no because to be very honest yeah also on share last year one share and say Sebi on ka budget Sebia
he laid
only foundation how many minutes that
only foundation that said
no.
Okay,
all right. Okay.
Dependent on the budget, no. And a fee wafa. Is it not a fair assessment?
No, I think. Oh, question no. Oh, percent or no. Or say last year no. I mean, it's a simple question. At least, me say even at this level no. Oh, share a be a pros and cons. It finished. But I mean, going on and on as though we have never ever witnessed any government.
But I don't know your analysis.
No analysis. But how many minutes do you want to give him to even just look at last year? TK.
So is it a question of the content and answer the time?
No. I mean, I'm not worried about the content. I'm not worried about anything. But I'm worried about the route that he's taking because he's actually failing to assess. Last year.
But that's his route anyway.
Okay.
Honorable. Also route now. I'm so ready. Yeah.
Okay. That's. TK, Mami Campio. Say. Abayin be ye any de abayin ye nyina no. E budget mu pe ene wo. Wo ka say ye nhwe de apia etwa mu susu dia ba ku pa ye metimi enya de me pe e be try sabi me red blue and white me MPP ni mapa but me see enya no so kula na me gina me see abayin na be ka kira ye budget parliament eso na me gina the Minister of Finance by present in Parliament no eso na me gina me see there is not
be a question be say Sanya mano.
Yes.
Say, I sika nyese we suate. Ade any problem no. Is it because say ntimi emwa sika no dodo? Anasa amanfo incorporate nti se mfa no say ka say be gije to say ya nipa no kura no mu wi omo.
Eno ho na me ko. Aban expenditure. Aban bibia e revenue and expenditure. On the revenue side and America no. Not a single target. Say a try budget you know port pay as you earn company for there odi ni nyina abomu a so and no kire say o memu ha excuse me ope any anwode a ye di ye business a generating revenue no eswati anwode no eswati that is what it means amanoni sika beba don so no eso te kakra eso te if you say sabita fache obroni na odi sika ma wo no ono so eto no wagigi wo ni krom for instance Siraj almost support to your friend say Danish for almost support to Siraj obviously Danish for what say Siraj commissioner or the hotel mo o 460 ono na onyije etuo wo ni krom no for membre ma mi bi na ono ever conda hotel $460 a night asa be ni eken de to so mienu aban sika to so miensa onya eye busiabo enu de onya mianim nukure ni omuhu bo papa omuhu bo minnim se wo kaya emre bi etwa mu oman yi mu ha na ye ko IMF no IMF owura bi be ka say your debt to GDP ratio no atwam 60%.
Sir, what's the point? Our last points, but me say, I don't know, a positive and negative. Ye sika, ye bobosia. It means say your cop bosia boy in yebi.
Oh, na ye say bosia boy okwa. TK. Say bosia bono.
Judi abenyebi.
Bosia bono. Ye de mawa. Ensi ho no e na kire say ye judi anase enyu ne. Hwe Oman Agricos omo ben yen. Agricos omo ben yen. Ade afa no Eurobond da ye koye bia. Ye gi 1 billion. Agricos ta omo wie war, civil war. 4 years kura afa na 4 years aduri. Omo ko boss abusia Eurobond na bi no. Na isi ho no ye 5.3%. Yen ye ko bien ya. Yes, democracy come by yes since 92 I started ye money bi ama yen. Ye ho ye ho ye ko abutiabo no ye interest ensi ho no 8.4.
And the point is that ye no ye niema yie and to make me aka say in fact you all can say last year ya moye homoden.
Oh I know dear I mean no me say enya me say omo pani ye wadom ha man kwa aka say akoye.
Okay, 1441 ubetumi e de adwenkyere aba but and then come on hwehwe no afi ne ya sha afi asenti when ye dey a kickstart ye dey nkomo no bia we do sabre wonso so adwen e ya osan e wo ho na ye hwe se afi a ekoye mo ankase mate ye nuanom mienu de mo kan wonso so autifie wadwen e ne san e wo ho eno ne asem a ye bisa na se wo suggestion bi nso so a na wo de aba ne nyina de aka nkomo di ne ho na ayede Horace unua wa chirechire mu na wo se wo mpel but me feel say the one lay foundation no wa chire ne nti a o feel say bia ekoye no ekosa nti no I think said that's about that 2014.
Well, that is about that to honorable. But Bijidi said, in all things, you know, obeying to me and Kase 2014, there was not at least any achievement in any sector at all. At least deficit in the Kikauna targets are meeting in the Kikauna crap. At least crap or to me, I mentioned the agri sector crap. Viewers simple who say he is keeping a balance. I believe say balance in your say balance is a good sign of maturity. So
but is there
obviously you cannot say
no
look, you can never assess last year in Kwana Ufu say there was no achievement at all in any sector at all. At least the crap, no. Even my example be crap about this doomsday crap and what government has added to the national grid. Which I said some time ago, we saw a whole 8 years or be crap on the other account here about 3%.
But now erratic as we have experienced in the past 2 years.
Whether it is erratic or not.
Can
I flow just like my honorable friend? Whether it is erratic or not, what I say, whether it is erratic or not, that particular discomfort was experienced, is being experienced.
No.
Doomsday is doomsday. Whether it's a day or two, it's doomsday.
Listen. When it becomes protracted,
what you as a government, is what I believe you say should be appreciated. The quantum of effort is what Mijidi said we have to appreciate. Oh, now assessing a particular year and all you are saying. Are we sitting here and say the NDC government led by President Mahama Busia one fine anyashi? But running mate Baumia Oka say, oh, and 1.3 billion. When government came out and showed him baby afofan. Did he come back to have any questions again? What I say? If at this level we are to assess an epoch, let's show a balance.
Okay, let me ask a question we now will address your answer. As a people,
yeah,
can we ever be proud, say, condition a woman for about 2 years, erratic power supply? You bet me I am proud. No matter what I feel, say, yeah. Can we ever be proud? Say, about more than.
I'll be proud of the efforts being made to address it. Nobody, even if it's a day, and you're comfortable with doing so. But as a Ghanaian, I'll be proud about the efforts because meaning say a situation at the end let's straight away and we will say a switch. What you say? Any government be a bebaso, whether MPP, CPP, and the crap. In Nema oh yeah that chibino bibia AC in na enyano enkosi biom no. That is the area ehun here. And you know, say, doom son crapo it to me see some time back. Somebody should tell me, say, those efforts made, say, Nkosi Biomno, can be compared to the efforts being made today.
So, a
big no.
If we had done well before I started our journey,
if we had done well, if we had done well during a day epoch, if we had done well during a day time.
The time before.
You see, that is why
erratic
that is why in nation building, that is why in nation building, obi ebisa say assess a particular time. What I say, you need to be balanced. You need to be balanced. I don't think he said President Mahama and the NDC government in the year 2014, nothing has been achieved. Nothing at all has been achieved. You and I know. Say Busian Krapa, look. Honorable Krapo did mention about Amanonisika Eswitra. Among for 80, you make such a statement, a panel. They don't say, oh, Amanonisika because of ABCD. But you and I know, say, because of the level of the income that we are having now, no Krapo, is a factor, contributing factor. So this time, no middle income country. Ain't you know, don't necessarily idea at the music has. Not necessarily, say, not necessarily, because. Obi so eti amanone one friend is be amba because of certain things that are not so ote hono ohun during a certain time. What do you say? And then say a person Ghana Airways say baby. Obi so ti amanone otumi hu senia obi so ehye de gu no a set up be crap say the gu no. Are you getting me? But that is not how I would assess a particular kind of epoch. I'll be balanced. And you know, honorable dear Mijidi said, you share hand appear. Some of you will see the balance and appreciate certain things that President Mahama and so to me as a Ghanaian. What you say? But over one side now say budget now the and Uncle Basso there. Mr. Mika, you are not being fair and you are not being balanced.
There should be a balance.
Oh yes, there certainly has to be a balance. Because
we're raising issues be. One of them or say even your status as a middle income no crano.
Is one of the reasons.
Let me state it clearly.
He's also made a point to say, "Sir, Dumso ya yehuni no. The result of adibi ayanye oyechi and you be do. So that say ye be na ye against Ochina.
But
is that
the edikan when you are they have no balance. What's that? Adia ya betina ha ye. Enya Salvation Army, aduma anasa scripture union, aduma ne ye yo.
As I say.
Oh, say Salvation Army na.
Or patch say ye politics.
Politics ne ye.
Enfa o man ko nanim.
Oh,
the viewer is
no,
the viewer is listening to you.
Salvation Army abadi yakoto enya politics abadi yakoto ye. NDC Salvation Army.
Baby.
MPP Salvation Army. A political party. And no politics.
But doesn't it call for a balance? What he described by the balance, you will say, yes, Adianesi, but Tebi is it also not part of politics?
No, dear. It is in my analysis. I will choose. I will choose a place where I want to choose a place. Having said this,
I didn't defend political dishonesty, no.
Oh, sir.
Oh, yes.
I think it's a fair comment.
It's not a fair comment. It is not a fair comment.
No. Can I explain it?
It's dishonest.
Let's punch out the dishonesty bit, no?
No.
Because
if you allow me to,
it is a completely dishonest. It's not a fair comment. And I take exception to it.
No. Hold on. If you allow me,
as for dishonesty,
if you allow me to explain,
he has eventually taken over this whole
no.
If you allow on this platform,
exceptions to this.
Takes even before he did no comment. Do you think so? It's a fair comment? Because even if for nothing,
okay, I'll use the word unfair.
As a member of the opposition, it is his duty to criticize government, even if he chooses to say,
absolutely.
I
like that.
That does not amount to dishonesty. It doesn't.
No. Tiki. If you allow me to actually explain
dishonesty.
No, not dishonesty as in dishonesty that you know in the English context, but political dishonesty in the context to say, say, government had achieved something.
What about you? He doesn't know. So
a member of parliament.
Okay.
Respect. Point out something that Makawaha. That's GDP. GDP growth.
You are not getting
gross domestic product figure. Inflation figure. Any revenue projections are abanya or missing. Make factual. You are uncomfortable with it, and I am sorry. Money at Ababa Mona Samuchasu. I see a dick to me, Asha Wunsa. Say, yeah, the Omai Akuma Sika Asha Wunsa. And a woman, Batano Fakuranse. Yaka. Now, after you can only say that you are talking about balance. What is the balance? Ubaya Obeka. Uka, Utiana Woka say, a binum buyer in a certain epoch. Or man for one crown count.
Man can say 1 month for one. I say almost 3% and account.
I want to come back to this.
No.
I want to come back.
And that has been said over and over again.
Which is definitely not true.
And yet true. Oh, sir.
TK, me say, Ebia me nim say, and unfortunately me other phone here. Excuse me, so
sorry.
TK,
so you want to dispute the 3% or you have facts?
I dispute the 3%. Oh. In any case, Omaya Yetimu says here, Nukwepe woman say, okay, generation capacity. We are far more in excess of what we need.
Really?
Oh, the generation capacity we have is about 2,800 megawatts. What do you say?
Now, send a more count.
Your friend is saying
1966. Send a more
Your friend is saying.
TK.
TK.
And this is for Ayana
Oh, it's the same old kind of jargon. Talk the Ghanaian the first.
On my team, who comes from my Ghana, they need 57 years.
Yeah.
Mummy, someone said, Momoba Abaymono, cumulatively, PNDC, NDC, what they say? Now, Yansu, you say. Now, Yan said, yeah, the car, only answered the Mondica ratios. Ticket. I tell the Bia no more, yeah. Then you buy any day. Power project Bia ni one. Ufia see 1 year ubewe. Anya krano. It takes between conception and completion. It takes 5 to 6 years. Omobaye, utie. Omobaye, Oma commission 3 or 4 already. Asobli, bui, efrihi na baye. Enye obi na pune so, enye obi na arrange musiano ni ye start here.
That is nation building.
Yeah, so why are you saying somebody didn't act?
That is why I'm saying you have to be balanced.
Why are you saying somebody didn't act?
You have to be balanced.
Don't talk about it. But even let us assume.
Oh, please.
Let us assume, which is not true. This is just what I'm proving, and I'm saying.
Debut. Wait, no so.
What you say? Take it. We say, and install capacity 2,800. need, actual need wo kroma, it is not more than 2,300.
Enti your problem no say.
Enti problem no say ade na nke ye ne power ni de ke bi wo ho. Na mom ehwa kade.
Which is
I work kade. A lot of it, you know, apart from hydro, agosomo, pon enabui. I need the onyame issue and the idea. Thermal, say T1, T3, asogli, need the account. Asogli quite in fact, I must admit, and no, it is only gas.
Yeah.
And yet like dual. Tiki. Uko abwazi uncle for no more. Enka bebree wo hɔ a enka aban sika anase oman yɛhwɛ sika so ya ke betimi ato light crude e dia power e ma sa dum so a yɛwɔ mi ke nim
thank you hwɛ sika so ya
o na sika so dia hwɛ ni me sin nan say 3 or 4 months ago sa mo be kaya me no me tu mra me kyerɛ sie PURC afre energy producers yi nyina asa na omo baaya ne se de ehia ne se ye benya sika ato light crude no power ye nya sika ato light crude no power sa dum so e bejai tike enti asam no ne ho fa ne ban nyina no there is capacity to stop this na mom e ho akade no e nyaaye how come no krenchre Ghana for
Pastor this is crude no so ne board this all case we rely on no emre bi atwamu na aban bi wo krom ha crude no koya akoduru 147 enam say na aban no dwene amanfo sabita frache omo soa 500,000 people are almost soa pure water ton na onim say anya akofo dwuma begu no ntino odi osie eye oyo ato crude no ene crude no atia na eye 112 ene atia about 57 ati aba crude has lost about 50% of its value na mrebi a atwamu na yesi na ne bo edina ene nso so fi TK. So that's a option. A bear nanu ya so thief.
Oh, nada.
And yet all the time.
This is my balance. Me balance no me. Say maybe na atwamu na yesi dinia.
Afi the brother balance.
Maybe atwamu na yesi dinia. Na nso so e. Maybe atwamu.
It is say you bet me afford it. Oh. You should go for it.
Take it. Okay. Ati say we ye jawo fie. Ati say we ye jawo fie. Na e wo so ogbako huma. Eh, now there o my school fees ba wo sibi ni bi. Akwa ho masika ba wo sibi ntimi nyi. Aso da bia wo po adwuma wo konom bia. Okay.
Well, boka konom bia na. Chorus. Let's do this.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Crude oil so ate and then kick. I want to ask a simple question.
But so unim sa say swati.
Minim sir.
All right.
Now, as a nation going forward, you know, I nim say crude oil ne bo den no fiti tete no. In resolving that matter no. Obepe alternative and answer you keep on relying on crude and then they say oh in there swati alternative is the effort that government is putting into the fact to say you be making sure say your gas will come on stream as a gas the power in your mouth.
So because I'm saying to people okay 2007 you discover petrol in commercial quantities will come out.
It's gas and alternative.
Let me tell you.
It's gas and alternative.
Gas has always been an alternative. And in any case, Mr.
No, but this is what I am saying. Say, say, aha, ye corner, honor a buono, a sono. Ye be to me as a nation, a alternative. Alternative. We have to and tell Ghanaians and so the efforts are share alternative no more to address the matter. What I say? And that is what I am talking about balance. And when you are assessing all these things now, I mean, can't you take gas in there? And I mean, maybe two gas, you know, and I will maintain a crap. That is nation building. What I say, and that is what I want him to appreciate. Say, in searching for the alternative, now you alternative, no. I also appreciate the effort now. Yeah, the air gas mono. Even if it is going to serve only the Western enclave, it is an achievement. It is a progress for the nation.
But it also lies with him, say, or analysis, you know, say it's a baton, nation building. But then emphasis about could be
and then the
at this point,
for whatever height you get to know, you start on somebody else's foundation. What I say?
It doesn't stop you from saying, say, the foundation you're weak. If you feel, say, you're weak,
it doesn't stop you from that. It doesn't stop you at all. But idea may actually say, for us to get the balance, for the benefit of the viewer,
why do you want to talk so much about balance?
Because you see, you're not being fair.
What am I being unfair about?
No, Timmy.
What am I being unfair about?
Okay, because can we be some question?
You see,
consumers, what do we need?
Why are you uncomfortable? Relax.
Power.
Relax.
Me, I can concede. As far back as 98, we started a West African gas pipeline. It was a view of alternative. He decided that there are a lot of small streams, Polugu, all of those things. Let us build small dams. Maybe a 30 megawatts. But you need a diboma. I'm out Brazil, crack, pay, Wobosia.
Oh, and think
there were 6 or 7 dams.
But
there were 6
Sikano at that time, we all know, say, Yensanka, because the nation was really weak and ashamed.
They decided to use the money for something else.
Credibility also anyhow. It is in the ass, you need to say, your copy abba. ABC circle.
Circling touch.
You think that this is a fair comment? You think this is a fair comment?
What projects? So no.
What projects? So now, because I have Bosa, and I may patch or say, Busana, Bono Crapona, Yakoy, and Yit Media Mayano. Projects are here for the benefit of Ghanaians, for the benefit of the economy. Even I may be actually, what you say?
What was second? What ball? That's why. Okay, but you know what is happening is a member will there is this a judge that started around this time, and I think it's worrying. Fire at Malcolm, what a great co. Last week, Kumasen so ABC, be or hanketing meant to be casting because lives were lost. Cuckoo Hill will be fear near there. Around this time, you know very well say intimacy. In the case of Great Co, no we can stop minimum say say a sit down crop will be bokusi. I find it straight bokusi. Yes, so bokusi na ekobo. Yes, around this time, so make I am maybe just by say am I no you confirm who experts by. I say yes, I'm be drew hobium. Is it something seasonal? I was here and I say you Johnny say oh these are accidents necessary. And we obey 3 minutes been afraid there sorry.
No, any accident. Oh, what I say? Okay, accident. What I say? Yes, but in your P why you to me a prevent war more. It may be no so think over Kaya. There was this fire service for even just Greater Accra and Kwapo. Fire service officer be a by one pennyphone be a by can say the problem just here na ACCC no. One reports the crap or no. One more the quiet and find awesome. What I say, one more and fat and yet awesome. Look, these establishments needing Kikawinano. It is the duty of a binum. Oh, say at least periodically, no, they go there because a place like Malcolm say, no, I'll say Sabi, one more shitty beer periodically, and one more FLA, a chair, one more fire prevent. Can I say measures and then they can wait they say we never to me the fire but until at this point in time I'll say if you all these things but what is happening here in this country in everything it is the player who is the referee the team because it's a player no a referee ne pa checks no one checks no one fa obia enko empo entumi enwon wo mo say side etumi cost so far side etumi cost so far one no their business what they're thinking of air profit until if they are stocking the place and stocking and piling up things crap na emfa wo
but you obi adwuma say also yes
it is obi adwuma nipa kro no crap no en female com what you say now reports upon reports eya yenya na ye di agro no eno nti na yentumi encorrect certain things and you know, me say in short, you know, it's rather unfortunate. Mankind story, the meaning say it's a life, you know. Now, the chief fire officer, Dr. Albert Brown Gazy, who was at the scene, said the service would delve to the bottom of the cause of the inferno, but urged the managers of the supermarket to fully cooperate with the fire service to conduct a proper assessment of the buildings. And then he said, the installation of early warning systems, for example, will provide early indications whenever there is a fire outbreak. When some of these industries have early warning systems, before these fires occur and get out of hand, there would have been some indication from an early warning system. Inspection by referee, and yet inspection by or no crapona or only Malcolm and answer any other establishment.
Preferably maybe fire service.
Fire service. And I say AMA. I mean, it has to be done, and not done by the player, but by Obinso Ofi outside. Ebe assess precautions are more taking, and then they count periodically 6 months. And I say, Afibia no. It improves these things. I just say, Emma in your say Inkosi.
Honorable.
The challenge I face the friend regulation. Say abayin behwe na me no me de amadwene pa ni say abayin adwuma di kan pa is to ensure an appropriate regulatory framework. Pia uko abrochire no ba bia ye fa bibi health and safety. Who see dina say who say a warehouse. There are specifications. Warehouse no access. We
can first we be room. Be first we pay.
And all can be mandatory fire alarms. And to when smoke no start kakra no. O better and sana a boom no. Na ka bia ye ho bibi. But oba etimoyin. Obia did ania bone ho safo hene.
Ba na boy was our regulatory bodies nyina wo ho.
And I may say
omu nyina so established by law.
And I may say
ya staff omo with
and I may say
technical omo wo adwene na nimdie no
enye enough kura me. I come from a background like that. Sorry me
kafra
I come from a background like that. So I know the biggest challenge we have. Baby to say, baby to say ministry, say baby factory inspection. Office crowd team. Me yes sure say car crowd was say inspections no. And you better no want to say factory bi obi here na machine etwa nsa. Etimi ya na yes obi twa blocks obi akoshem ama ayam no. Then you ask say oni crowd no all start factory no. Did you even know na onim say e was say okokoje. Now you are inspecting the safety procedures. Yeah, take it. If you say her, ushishe ni ya, enshi. If you say her, ushishe ni ya, enshi. O maimu ha, kamia yese yeshishe. Uti de bikaye no, yepese yeshishe. And so yemfa yeninko say yeshishe ni. It happens. I then pana client a quite fee yet to see that here. So there is a local authority.
Because we are some cafe.
Oh, cafe. I maybe I say a crowd, maybe I'll be no be acquire who can I just now in the middle of the road. The constituency will say, now, Mrs. said, no, dear, me MP said ye TBS at your babu. Say a bank cry, ye queen. I ya aquapim obi wall. You know, your phone and say near yellow chai. And why be near cause you? I bet you say Obemono. Warehouse or Mokaji, it is not even in a place that is land use. Land planning. You know, you're so poor. amanchi no etana bia eja no kura aba no ba bia fire service vehicle no be fa no
yeah Essex
what you say abai mu ha obi sini dan a onkoje ho permission or your alteration onkoje ho permission so can papa mu pa wo ye extension no e so obi betwe say enti no di ade a wo ye bibi ba obe ne me etana bia excuse me sorry
Kafra
if you are titi mu say ya barricade no with your friend say burglar proof etana bia ubom pa ye say eh onyame say ma emkobasa
I didn't think you barricade with burglar.
Oh,
because you're strong burglar.
Yes, strong burglar.
Burglar. So we are not just preventing burglar from coming to where we live.
Oh, but we must be able to do all of these things. Oh, so mean kyphobia yaw. Mean kyphobia yaw. I say me go see you so you say. Me sure say you are say no. Na nkwada yi hye dem ni. Burglar proof nti no. Na awufo 90 mi anko save wo mo. Yes, but baby so no. Into I was see the baby for ya eko ye momo. Abroche no baby etimi sit down at was 36, at was 56. But I basa. And nam say omo ye no omo dwene ho say bibi betimi esi no ntino. Bibi betimi esi no ntino. Omo timi ya escape route na eye mandatory. Anywa ya mpreso ama hu si dan no.
But some running in any will be shembrenumu. Somebody see how come once a minano. And I'm no mandate.
And I'm say, at the end of the day, me can say, me can be say, at the end of Ushishen year, if she. O my moa, the ya say, ye perceive, she say, ye see a perceive, she say.
Anyhow.
Ye say, ye nim say, I was here ye. A big random brano ho. No mom to me ni awarding. I ye dibeshemu kena amaya ye no. I know ni enye. Hwe jashishe ni de kaka. It's not very different from yesi obiasi min kai obiaya. Welcome ya. No mabro sign. Ejurigu kum nipa.
Is it also because say esi nipa na mo ya affected no. Obia nya ho hwe. They said there be amaya mu nyina mu nimu a say eho no ade bi sa no obi ni obesoso so. Say no kokota mi abo mo ka bebo so that next time we say bi su ni ha. It takes enye omo de no enye so mo ye ya na koduru ho. Enye so mo ye ya brochire ma ekikan. It didn't free throw na better. They have developed systems over the period. Okay. Me feel say aban adwuma pa me de mama gene say ye wo say aban hwe no ye pa de say ye nyina ye besua se be dimraso parking obi apaki ba bi opebia. Okay. Ya mama won say nti say bi msumi dimraso nti mapon. Okay, o ma 5 seconds.
No, uti me patch say eje hihie be na me patch sa environmental nkofo no. Uhwe filling stations. In the filling stations, baby, a woman ACC no. I mean, prone to
look at this all over the place.
Okay, I say.
So yeah, without recourse to let's go to residential.
Well, I was for 7 question. You decided to say yes. Why she here? A bishop. Tia so send you. Day by day, your standards no follow and follow. So much indiscipline. How do we cure it? Maybe one day mummy number na ya twetwe sa ankobo no because ye dey say ya dey a that one way ya yete ha no obi a si kwaya si dey si N1 mu talking about N1 obi ankofa so ne sa metal ade na e fi no ba ko an wire to kwan mu ho car sa e twam me mehu dey me ye sure say positive fo atwam ahu road safety fo ahu no mo a wo se mu hu na mo ahu no enso so da so da ho honorable ima we chemate ga ko da se Horace and Krasumeda. So, Horace, we call African.
I said, oh, David.
What's wrong?
I'll tell you, the first day, and then a shed my dad, the money, the money,